Hi, it's Toni-Maree here, your fearless leader. I just wanted to tell everybody that there are going to be some minor changes in the group. Nothing scary, nothing too drastic. But I've been thinking about a lot of things lately, especially with the passing of my mum last year. And I've realised that I've gone back to basics, and a lot of that has included what words do I use to describe myself? All right, we all know that how we talk affects how we think, which affects our actions and decisions. So I'm going to change things a little. We will still have the fearless day, how to be fearless, how to step outside your comfort zone. But I'm going to also include kindness. It struck me just recently that a lot of today's issues, either with ourselves, our families, the violence that's occurring, the wars that are occurring, the tragic, uncertainty of our elderly, the lack of communication between people because we're just so caught up in our lives, our children and in particular my teenager and how they speak to each other. If we were a little bit more kind to each other, a lot of that would not disappear, I'm a realist, but it would become less of an issue. It would soften, tolerance would become more the status quo rather than anger and frustration and annoyance with each other. So I'm going to be adding kindness to the group. And I have no idea what I'm calling the day yet. Inspiration will abound today or the next day, and I'll change it by Friday. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. Now, with the kindness, it is going to be about sharing kindness. It's going to be about sharing information. You'll have noticed today that I put up a post on a video which was about, it's a male and a female, and she was raped when she was 16 by the guy, and they gave a TED talk on it. And it struck me that they both had to go through a journey of self-discovery, a journey of forgiving themselves, of forgiving the other person, and of learning to like themselves again. To even begin that, you need to be kind to yourself. So I'm going to be offering you a day to share kindnesses, whether that's a kindness you've done for someone else, whether it's information about, like that TED talk that I posted today, about how people can overcome things to strive and live amazing lives by being kind to themselves first. Because kindness to others, kindness to our world, kindness is not taught. It is inherent in every single one of us. A child is not born unkind. We're taught to be unkind. And it's time we brought it back, big time. So I will be encouraging everybody to share knowledge, share interesting information, share tips on how to make your day easier, right? It can be a household tip. There is no holes barred with this kindness day. There is no promo. And from now on, I'm just letting you know, if you promo, you're gone, right? This group is not about promo. This is about supporting each other as women, coming together as a community, and it is about sharing our knowledge. It's about sharing our vulnerabilities, our frailties, our imperfections, so that we can be kind to each other, we can support each other, we can then go off and do whatever it is we want to do. We can rule the world if we want, or we can just step outside our front door with a better view of life, or a happier day, or a smile on our face for the first time in weeks. So it's up to you how large you want this change to be in your life, or how small, or not at all. If you just want to observe, that's perfectly fine too. There are no rules on how to be kind to yourself, and what you're expecting or what I'm expecting is neither here nor there. This is about really getting in and empowering each other. So I encourage you to find those articles that really touched your heart, those books that made a difference in your life. Share your knowledge, your gifts, not as a promo, but in a way that people can use to be kind to themselves. Any references to blogs, that are yours, to anything of yours, whether it's a web page, whether it's, gosh, a program, a promo somewhere else. It's not on. But if you share of your knowledge, so as an example, I'll be talking about self-senses, because we all have senses that we're born with and we all know them. They're typically our sight, our hearing, our touch, the rest of it. But there's also another set of self-senses that we were born with, which we don't use. And if we're going to be really kind to each other, then we need to know these things, okay? So I will be sharing all of this knowledge that I have. I will be sharing on how you can get in touch with what your body is trying to tell you, how you can get in touch with your heart, how you can understand what your brain is trying to tell you versus what your mind is saying, and what the difference is, how you get in touch with that intuitive part of you, how you listen and can identify what your soul is and how it's speaking to you. All of this magic is going to be yours, and I am just going to give it to you in Kindness Day. Maybe that's what I'll call it, Kindness Day. I'd love your thoughts on, if you've got a great idea for what to call the day. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing, hearing, reading, viewing. It may even just be an image of kindness, something that has inspired you, that you feel may inspire somebody else, something that has touched your heart or touched your mind or evoked a kindness in yourself. Share it with the group. Share your vulnerability in being kind, because we're not taught it. We're taught it's a bad thing, and it really is not. So while we're out there being fearless and having the courage to step up and step out, I want us to remind ourselves that it begins at home, and we can only be fearless and courageous and inspired women and women that give a shit if we're kind to ourselves first. Okay? You never know. Something you say may have a drastic, magnificent impact on someone else. So share, share, share. No promo whatsoever. You're just going to be deleted. Everyone who's here knows that. Those who disobey the rules don't last long. They usually get a warning and then disappear themselves. So from now on, let's just play by the rules. If you promo, you're gone. All right, everybody, please share this around with your friends, because I really feel this is going to make a difference. And I look forward to talking to you, to seeing all of your posts and your words of advice and support and kindness. And I look forward to sharing my stuff with you as part of that. Stay awesome. Be kind to yourself. Toni-Maree out. Bye.